If you've been assigned me, Pookie, as your coach for the School Mental Health Award, then this is just a brief video to give you a bit of an idea about what to expect during that initial coaching call. Now, first of all, people really worry about this call sometimes and they spend lots of time preparing for it. You don't need to do that. If you've done your initial diagnostic and you've had a bit of a think about your hopes and aims for the award, that's okay. Don't feel like you've got to do loads and loads and loads of homework. That said, if you are able to put a bit of effort into your initial diagnostic and think a bit ahead of the call, then you'll get more from it than if you just turn up having not thought about it at all. Useful things that you can do before the call are to spend a bit of time familiarising yourself with the diagnostic. You might have done that a few weeks ago, so do just refresh your memory on what you said there and maybe think about if there's anything you've done since you completed the diagnostic that you might want to be telling me about. The other thing you can do is take a look in your blue file, and you'll notice that in the blue file, for all the areas that you answered questions about in your initial diagnostic, this goes into much more depth. So there's a lot more granular detail in the blue file. So the coaching call is a really good chance for you to ask questions about any of those areas that you might not be sure about, what evidence might be needed or what's actually expected there. So do familiarise yourself with it and come to the call prepared with any questions that you might have about the contents of the awards and indeed the award process. So that's preparing for the call. On the call itself, hopefully we'll be doing it via Zoom, which is a video conferencing software. It's pretty easy to use and generally speaking, touch wood, we don't have too many problems. But I tend to try and make sure that I've got your phone number or you've got mine, so if there's any problem we would then conduct the call via phone. Once we have managed to succeed with the technology and we're somehow talking to each other, the first thing I like to do is to ask you to introduce yourself and to explain to me why you're leading the award, and also just to give me a bit of an overview of your school. I like just to get a bit of a flavour really for what your school's like and also why this is of interest to you, why you personally become involved in the award. I also like to get a bit of an understanding of what you're trying to get from taking part in the award, because that helps me to be the best possible coach to you. Then I take a little bit of time just to walk you through the award, how it works, what to expect, the kind of logistics and admin side of things, and give you a chance to ask any questions that you might have. Then we take a bit of a deep dive into your Excel spreadsheet, so that diagnostic that you completed. And we'll go through that kind of broadly tab by tab, but maybe majoring on some areas which are perhaps more challenging or where you've got particular plans. Here, I'll be interested to hear what's already happening, where your existing strengths are, and also where the challenges lie. I'll also be really interested to hear about the plans that you have for the future and thinking about who is going to be working with you towards the award and what your plan is for collecting your evidence and making change happen in your school. I'll be particularly interested to explore with you if there are any specific areas of challenge or perceived weakness at the moment, and explore what steps you might be looking to take to overcome those specific challenges. But this is also a time to step back and celebrate the things that are going really well. So one of the things that I'm able to do, because I coach so many different schools, is I'm able to give you a bit of perspective on the stuff that's going really, really well for you. Sometimes when you're just focused in on your own school, you might not be aware of some of the great things you're doing because it's just what you do every day, and hopefully I can help you to recognise some of the strengths there too, so you know which are the things to be proud of. As we get towards the end of the call, and I try to ensure that the calls are between 45 minutes and an hour or so, as we get towards the end of the call, then I'll be making sure that you understand the process, that you feel ready to get started and you're confident about beginning to upload your evidence. If you feel ready to go and I feel confident that you're going to be in a good position to get going with the award, then we'll finish the call and I'll drop you a couple of emails. One will be to get your Pebble Pad set up, which will be set up by colleagues over at Leeds Beckett. The other email will be with a whole range of different links that will hopefully prove helpful to you as you embark on the award process. I'll also send you an email with a link through to our closed Facebook group, which I'd really recommend that you join, as it's a great place to share advice and ideas with other people going through the award process. So that's a little bit about what to expect from the coaching call, but it's a really informal thing that's there to support you, and I will be somewhat led by you. Please don't come to the call thinking that I'm the expert in the room and I'm going to give you all the answers to what you need to be doing here. I'm here to coach and support you. I will help you to ask some of the right questions, and when needed I will support and guide you through the process. But every school is different and you are the expert in your school, so I'm going to be really interested to learn from you and to walk with you through the award process. I hope that by the end of the school you'll be raring to go and you'll feel inspired and you'll be more confident in your ability to do this. I really look forward to it. I enjoy every single coaching call I do. Everyone is different and I learn something every single time, so I look forward to it.